Everyone. How's it going? This is Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee, and I am going to be talking about how gratefulness is a superpower. So this is an interesting thought. I will be honest, it's inspired by Gary Vee. I don't know what your particular takes are on this gentleman, but gratefulness has extremely important qualities that I think are super helpful in my life. And I just want to go over what some of those are and how I stoke gratefulness and why I think it's so important. So, the first thing I'm going to start with is a study by some people at Berkeley who were talking about how gratefulness can change your brain chemistry and change the way you're thinking. I'm going to pop that in the comments on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you can check out this link at facebook.com/hookagency. Popping that in the comments. Really appreciate you guys joining me. Come on in, come on in. So I think that this is appropriate to talk about today just because it is Thanksgiving week, and whatever your take is on that and the history of all that, I'm not necessarily endorsing that, but for me, historically, this has been something that reminds me to think about what I'm thankful for. And the key point I want to get across today, first of all, is that gratefulness is a superpower. Studies have shown that it's really good for your brain to try to stoke gratefulness. And it's hard to be resentful at the time when you're being grateful. So if you are stoking gratefulness, if you're asking yourself, what do you have to be grateful for today, it's hard to be resentful at that same moment. So just because gratefulness and resentment it's hard for them to coincide in the brain at the exact same moment, I think that that's wonderful too, because I think resentment is one of those things that deteriorates the quality of my life. So I want to get rid of the resentment. I want to get the gratefulness stoked. And it's hard for those to be in the brain simultaneously. So if you are deciding that you want to be more grateful, first of all, ask yourself that question. What do I have to be grateful for today? This process and doing this often, it takes time to change your brain. So it doesn't happen immediately, and it's not something that's instant, but it is something that can change your brain, can change your brain chemistry, help you have a better day. But I think it also just, it reminds you of all those things that you enjoy in your life and that kind of thing. It's also, what's up, Zach? How's it going, man? Stoking gratefulness also has lasting effects on your brain. So it is important for me to, be constructive and get better in my work and get better in my business and get better with my wife. And stoking gratefulness has lasting effects that last long past just that exact moment that you're thinking about what you're grateful for. So what I try to do, what's the practical application on this? How does this work? Well, it may seem cheesy, but right away in the morning when I wake up, I try to think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I'll be honest, sometimes my brain is lazy and all it can think of is like, I'm always bringing down my dog first thing in the morning. So I'm always like, I'm grateful for my awesome dog. That's sweet. And sometimes it's just whatever's around me. Lamp. I love lamp. So there's always whatever it happens to be. But truthfully, it can be really simple stuff like electricity, like plumbing, like indoor heating and cooling. I'm happy that I get to be warm in the winter. Those types of things can be actually, it seems simple, but being grateful for those simple things can be really powerful. And I also think, being grateful for really weird things, like I'm grateful for my hands and my arms. I'm grateful for my working legs. I'm grateful for my intestinal system. I'm grateful for my whatever it happens to be. The things that help me enjoy life, they can be super simple, but if you try thinking of 3 things that you're grateful for on waking every day, I really think it's a powerful way to start your morning. keeps it simple. And I believe that it's, you know, it's a big deal. What else am I grateful for? Well, this week I'm grateful that, first of all, I'm a craftsman and that I like what I do. I like the work that I do, and I like building a business, and I like helping people get more traffic and leads to their website. I like the fact that I get to choose what I do within my day, and I like the fact that I get to do these little videos and anyone would join whatsoever. And usually, you know, actually we have about 150 people on average that watch these videos. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that you take time out of your day to come and listen for a second and maybe get something out of this. I'm super grateful for our little office in the North Loop. I'm super grateful for my family and the people that care about me. I'm super grateful for the employees that decided to work here and that are fun to work with, the team here. I'm super grateful for the area of town we live in. I really like the stuff around us. So I don't know, what are you grateful for today? If you're on Facebook, drop a little note in the comments with stuff you're grateful for. Would love to hear about it. Drop it in there. And if you're on Instagram, if you feel like going to facebook.com/hookagency and dropping in what you're grateful for, I think it's a great way to see what other people are grateful for, hopefully, if somebody does this. And good way to change your brain chemistry today, or change the way you're thinking and enjoy your day a little bit more. And I hope that you guys have an incredible day, incredible week. Do a little bit more this week of what you love, and hopefully you get a you get a little bit of time with the people you love this week. And I hope you enjoy your time off if you're off on Thursday and Friday. All right, thanks guys. Bye.